Yo, what's good, people? We back. Had to come through on this, right? Because, over the past, few weeks, I've been seeing this a real heavy Kobe promotion over the last few weeks, and I saw Shaq was like, a lot of people talk about LeBron and Jordan, but they never bring up Kobe. Like they gotta bring up Kobe, and then that Stephen A. He was going in on Rashad McCants and Rashad McCants, vice versa, really standing down for Kobe. And you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing this extra Kobe veneration. I'm like, dang, it's just like, why is this happening right now? Like, what happened last year? What happened the year before? The year since he passed? It's really funny because ever since Kobe Bryant has not been here, you know, there's been so many chances and times for people to rewrite history and rewrite the story. It is crazy, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I've come to respect I come to respect a lot more about Kobe since his passing, you know what I'm saying? I'm mad that I didn't appreciate him when he was here. I mean, appreciate watching him and everything like that, you know what I'm saying? Because I hated Kobe. The only time I liked Kobe playing was like his last game. I did not like Kobe at all because it was like, I don't know if people was actually watching. Like they were like, Kobe got that extra promotion from the media, and then when you talk about like LeBron versus Kobe, right? It's obvious. Hold on. It's obvious. It's obvious that LeBron is better than Kobe. And you could break it down to like which part of the game do you want that he's better at? You know what I'm saying? And like it's not a bad thing. LeBron's better than Kobe. He's better than a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Kobe's better than a lot of people also, but LeBron's just not better than LeBron. You look at, I don't know why people they love to rewrite history. When Kobe came into the league, they love to talk about his personality too much. Just talk about on the court. He came into the league, he averaged 7 points a game. I think he was coming off the bench, wasn't he? He wasn't. Yeah, he came off the bench, was averaging 7 points a game. We all know about the 2 air balls. And, people just, they throw that out. You know what I'm saying? But you can't do that with LeBron because he came in the league very first game, dropped 25 and averaged 25 and 5 his rookie year. You know what I'm saying? So that right there, like you starting off right there, that shows you're better than that's just like a base right there. Y'all both came from high school. What did he do coming right out of high school? 7 points a game. What did he do coming straight out of high school? 20 points a game. That right there is like the proof of him being better than. But they wanted to go to other things like the rings. The rings. Let's get honestly. I talked about it in that video with Shaq. I said the rings. Those 3 rings with Shaq are tainted. You know what I'm saying? Are tainted. Because like I said, when Shaq sat down with David Stern and told David Stern, since you can't call every foul, you can't call every 3 seconds on me. So now when I say that, it's because when you watch those games, not highlights, and go back and look at highlights. When you watch the games, you can see Shaq running in just 18 seconds out of the 24 shot clock. He is standing in the paint under the basket. The only thing that the Lakers had to do was find out how to get the ball to Shaq in a good position for him to dunk. And that's when only thing that came with it was an elbow to somebody's face, and then that created the space to dunk. So though that was, just imagine that. Just imagine if there's no way that you could, that you could defend that. You know what I'm saying? He got to stand under the basket. So if he wasn't able to stand under the basket and had to play like an actual NBA player, it wouldn't have been like that. You know what I'm saying? We saw the way that Ben Wallace defended him. It would have been able to defend him. So those 3 rings have a stain on it. Those 3 rings have a stain on it. Now, Kobe's best showing, like his best outing as a player, was the ring against the Orlando Magic. And the Orlando Magic, which was a very subpar opponent, because that was the year it should have been LeBron versus Kobe, and the Cavaliers would definitely, well, I want to say definitely, but that would have definitely been a 7-game series. You know what I'm saying? It would have definitely been a 7-game series if the referees would have to cheat very hard. You know what I'm saying? So the Orlando Magic was like, they weren't better than the Cavs that year. I don't know what happened with the Cavs that series. That was really disappointed me. But yeah, so playing the Magic, that was his best, Kobe's best showing, best outing. And when you watch LeBron, right, watching LeBron throughout his career, you can tell that there are different modes of LeBron. There are different modes. Like these past 2, like we have that mode that he was in the bubble. We haven't seen that mode at all throughout these past 3 seasons. We haven't seen that at all yet. You know what I'm saying? It takes that mode for the championship. But that mode, we haven't seen it with Kobe. Kobe didn't have modes. He had the one Mamba mentality. That's from game 1 to the last game in the playoffs, which was I'm going to shoot it every time. There were some highlights here and there where Kobe was a playmaking and all that. You know what I'm saying? But 92% of the time it was for him to get a shot off. You know? And just the mentalities is like makes a better player. You know what I'm saying? Like, would you look at Kobe Bryant, his field goal percentage was very low. It wasn't very low, but it was like below average a lot of the time, because he was always putting up dumbass shots. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just dumbass shots. And there was a lot of, like, when he got the ball, it was not to create offense for the team. It was not to create 2 points for the team. It was for him to get his shot off. That's what it was for. So that whole clutch stuff, like, you got to realize a lot of this stuff about Kobe is coming from narratives made up from the media. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it is just narratives coming up from the media, like the whole clutch stuff. Kobe, if you want him in the clutch, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll take my chances. Because Kobe was not no surefire, like, oh man, if I got him with the last shot, he definitely got it. No. And then a lot of those times he did hit shots. They were meaningless shots. It wasn't like he was hitting playoff buzzer beaters and everything like that. He might hit a game winner against Milwaukee in game 14 of the season or some shit, or a game winner against Sacramento. You know what I'm saying? Back when Sacramento was trash. So there was a lot of gas put behind Kobe's, like, everything that he did. You know what I'm saying? Everything that he did. When you used to listen to the commentators, because remember, those commentators, they play a factor, because they're like writing history as it happens. They're like real time as it happens, but in history, that's what you remember in your brain. You know what I'm saying? You remember them saying, like, over and over again. I could have swore for like 15 years straight they said Kobe Bryant's the best player in the world, knowing that he wasn't even nowhere close. You know what I'm saying? And when you want to the comparison between LeBron and Kobe, I don't really see the comparison. It really isn't a comparison. Yeah, Kobe got 5 rings, but the rings don't, like, listen, man, all that, like, Robert Horry deads all that conversation, the ring conversation. But LeBron's rings, he was number 1 on the whole time, on every ring. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no time where the duo was, it was him and D Wade going back and forth. Like, no, it was never none of that. It was LeBron number 1, and then everything under that. The responsibility always came back onto LeBron. When the game ends, the blame goes to LeBron. So that matters. That matters a whole lot. Kobe, there's a lot of games he did not play well, and the blame never got put on him. You know what I'm saying? All those losses, the blame never got put on him. Even when the Lakers were trash, the blame didn't get put on him. The blame got put on, who was the GM? Was it Mitch Kupchak? You know what I'm saying? The blame got put on him for putting a bad roster around him. And then when they started running through coaches, after the blame got put on Phil Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Every coach is their problem. Mike D'Antoni. Who else was it? Mike Brown. Just whoever was the coach. It was their fault. It was never Kobe's fault. Kobe never had to deal with nothing negative coming from the media. You know what I'm saying? So there's like, the comparison is really just people being stuck on, like, commentators, nut hugging. But in reality, we all know that LeBron is better. You know what I'm saying? So far they both played 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Which 20 years would you choose? I'd rather be the man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get out of here on this one. I'll be back with more LeBron and Kobe talk. But it's obvious LeBron is the better player. He had the better head-to-head record when they played. So I'll be back with this one. The next one, I'm going to talk about the Jordan conversation, though. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I'm going to do Jordan and Kobe on the next one. I'm going to get out of here. Salute.